I'm feeling low again. They said out to them, they don't want to let it go.
As you can see behind me, it's warm. Again, I mean, it's Australia, it's always warm. Yeah, so took a rest day yesterday. Went for a surf instead, which was really awesome. But yeah, back into the routine today. I'm going to film this session and see how we go. So, yeah.
They said out to them, they don't want to let it go. Oh, I'm feeling low again. They said out to them, they don't want to let it go. 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 They don't want to let it go.
I'm absolutely sweating buckets. That was a really hot session, so that was obviously a warm-up shoulder mobility and so normal pull-up, press-up, bodyweight squat, hanging leg raise, which kind of helps me get into the session because I'm really not feeling it too much at the moment. Like, it's a struggle to really get in and get them done, so I'm just working on pure discipline. Not obsession because I'm not feeling in full flow, but discipline just to kind of get in the session, get it done, and kind of show you guys what I'm up to. So that was a good warm-up, and then straight into bank squat, front squat warm-up, and then we're doing singles on the power cleans. So that's power cleans out the bottom, and then obviously catching the bar and kind of basically front squatting with the bar on the way down. And that's only the second time I've ever done doing full power cleans. I spent years doing hang cleans for sport. That's a great exercise, but actually kind of doing the secondary squat movement is a whole new game. So I'm adjusting to that process and kind of working on my form and my flexibility and my timing, and some of those reps are pretty ugly, but yeah, I feel like I'm making progress. I'm getting more comfortable. So in that, and then finally just to finish up with kettlebell swings, and then a minute on the erg at about a minute 59 per 500. So just a quick fire finisher, just to kind of get me shoulders, lower back, posterior chain firing. But it was good. I'm really happy with that session. Now, yeah, time to go home, shower, and then back into some more Apex work, which is a grind, I admit. It's a real grind, but like mixing up my training work, getting these videos out, doing this filming, I think is good for me. I'm documenting and journaling my process, and you'll see me hopefully improve week on week, and that's what this is all about. So yeah, onwards as ever. So we're here trying on some runners. I'm not sure what we're looking at the moment. I've got a couple options. Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s, so that's one option. And then the Pro 4s. I'm going to try both. Well, didn't get any runners, but got some socks instead. I mean, I run a sock company. I need to start making running socks. And the features are probably my favourite I've worn yet. This is the Elite Light Cushion. I do recommend. I'm currently wearing a 2XU pair, but the features pair is so more advanced and better to wear. Anyways, yeah, time for dinner. Good morning again. It's Tuesday 11th of February, it's just gone 6:05 and we're out here running another easy 10k zone 2. We're currently a little bit quick, 141 heart rate, pace is average of 5:55 per k, so really easy. Definitely warm mornings, I'm feeling it a little bit, but we're just going to settle in and enjoy this pretty relaxed run, which would be nice. So yeah, finding the combination of running and gymming is something that is hard to do in bits and pieces. Like, I have to be very consistent with the running to keep it going during the week. So we're still on that 2 run per week cadence, but I think I'm going to change my goals slightly around what I was running before and why the running is important for this training block. Because I have actually spoken to you guys about it for 2025, the actual goals I want to hit, and I wrote them down in some Apple notes, had to think about them, and I think there's a few different ones and they relate to all things from Apex to life as well as training. So from a training point of view, which is where we're at right now, there's something about doing some more speed work that I really want to get into. I ran a 10.600 meters about 10 years ago. I've always been a sprint athlete and a power athlete playing rugby, but I definitely want to get more into that shorter pace work. So do some more sprint work, some more anaerobic sprint work is great for HGH, GF1 release as a hormone for growth and recovery, all the way through to a 5k time. So a sub 20-minute 5k is a goal that I've had half an eye on, but never A, trained towards it, or B, given it a good go. So I've come in at like 21:20 for a 5k. So I think that's a target for this year. I'll probably have to throw in then, along with that, as close as possible to a 40-minute 10k. So getting to a sub 40 10k, a sub 25k, those two first. And then I think when I look forward to 2026 and going back into marathon prep, I like to get my half marathon time to at least 1:35, ideally 1:30 during this year. I know that's fast. My quickest training time for a half was a 1:40, 1:41, but that was when I was training for a full marathon. So being focused on a half marathon, being really focused on that training and that training block. And working speed is something that this year is all about. It's getting comfortable with my body at higher speeds for longer times, which is the change I'll make with this training block. So I'm excited to kind of show that with you and test that with you through the training block this year. And then obviously that cadence from sprint work, 5k with some intervals in there for that training block, 10k and half marathon. I don't need to be running as often. Like, I can pick out probably one easy run and one proper workout or 2 proper workouts a week, and I can keep focused on the gym work, on the Hyrox work and the surfing, and continue the all-round performance that comes with this kind of training block during 25. So we'll see how it goes, but those are training goals for this year. There are other goals I have for Apex and obviously for my life, which are equally as interesting and equally as hard. As you can see, I haven't actually got the new running shoes yet. I'm still in the on CloudEclipse, which they're about 1000k in, and they're feeling pretty dense. They've lost a lot of that compliance and squid you'd like. So I'm gonna have to double up with an easy shoe and a fast-paced training shoe, but I'll show you those when I get them. I have a plan. Halfway through, taking a little break by the beach. I'm definitely finding that the more dynamic Hyrox movements, the CrossFit movements, are helping my ability to retain short-term aerobic endurance, but it's definitely an adjustment. Like going from a lot of easy miles for the last kind of 18 months, not being that focused in the gym, and then coming back into a really intense lifting block, which I'm really enjoying. I mean, the reps are ugly. You would have seen earlier in the video, the reps are pretty ugly. I have the raw strength needed to hang clean and power clean and eventually clean and jerk and actually properly be able to press the weights that I need and move my body as I need. But like, you know, burpee broad jumps, wall balls, even muscle ups. Like my first session a few days ago, I got 1 muscle up. The day before yesterday, I got 10. So I'm definitely improving bit by bit. It's just, I feel like if you are trying to mix up your training and add in more heavy gym work, and the run work is going to decrease. I know people say that all the time, but until you actually do it and you actually start changing and fiddling with your training plan, like, you're going to feel these differences. I think it's all about just patience and enjoying the fact that, like, you're never going to be able to run like your training at 110% for every discipline all the time. There's always going to be fluctuations, and it's all about like laying groundwork. So for the last 18 months, I've laid a lot of slow aerobic groundwork. For the next 12 months, it'll be much faster aerobic, anaerobic work and power work in the gym. Looking at a Hyrox event later in the year, if one comes up for Melbourne in November, hopefully. And then around that, like, I want to start introducing cycling, and obviously in the surf, and surfing out here on mornings like this, which is just incredible. But like, I urge you just to be patient with yourself. Like, I'm having to be very patient about my ability to train at the right intensity. I can't run as much as I want, or as fast as I want, or as well as I have been in the last 18 months, because I'm so focused on the lifting work. So I guess it's just a matter of me telling you that it takes a bit of time, but I think it's worth it. Like, I'm already feeling the benefits. I'm lighter on my feet, I'm more kind of stronger through my posterior chain, from my upper shoulders, from my back, and my hope is that by doing a lot of the Hyrox based work, the more dynamic fluid movements, I'll have better hip movement, better hip mobility and power transfer when it comes to running. So I'm trying to layer on progress and not just get too stuck in a very linear routine of just run, lift. And we're at the beginning of this journey, so I'll be your guinea pig, but I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, and I think it's been 3 weeks since I made that first video. I think I was struggling a lot during that first video, trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm definitely not 100% still, but I see glimpses. It's easy to see glimpses. It's easy to have a good day, make momentum. I'm starting to feel like things are possible again, and that's just a place that just comes with time, and again with patience, and change brings that. So yeah, I'm going to finish this 5k, and I'll see you back home. Heart rate's higher than I'd like for the pace I'm doing. It is warm. I'm sweating a lot. Just getting back into the running, so it's all good. I actually snapped these laces. You can see here I snapped them, which means this shoe doesn't tie up properly. And I think after 1,000 Ks, the squidge is a little bit gone. So I need to replace these with a daily runner and get a fast paced shoe, probably the Saucony Pro 4, but yeah, I think these ones are done. Anyways, that's 10k. Anyways, that is 10k in a very slow 5:45. As ever, shower time and coffee, and actually a shave today. Okay, we need to discuss some Apex stuff. I need your help with some of the designs, or at least your feedback. But I'll come to that in a few minutes. Catch you in a second. Standard breakfast. Creating some ads for the football side of the business. That's where I spend half my life. In Meta Ad Manager. And of course, cream on the remix. But yeah, this is what it looks like most of the time. That's where I live. Yes, yes. No catalog items. I know. Turn off. Done. New ads going live this evening. I'm trying to find something that is different. I'll show you some of the ideas behind the mood board and the tropes I'm looking at. So yeah, from a pattern point of view, as you can see on the screen, blurring colours, blurring images, finding weird shapes and patterns that are at the core of what I'm interested in, at differentiating from other products in the market. I feel like so much of, when it comes to elite marathon vests, they're either just plain block colours, or they are kind of two-tone colours or three-tone colours, and there isn't much kind of real, or there's just, you see the minimal black look, which I think works great, and I have an option on here which I'll show you, but it is looking at trying to find a way to really get into the tropes of blurring mental health and physical performance, and find something that stands out as different on the course, and the products and the stories behind them around mental health and psychological performance, and what happens when we're pushing ourselves to the limit is contained within the product. So I'll go through this mood board in more detail and kind of the vision behind Apex in the future videos, but for now I really just want your vote. So top left we have this is the block black marathon vest. It'll be in one of these, obviously, these material breaks, but I like this one. This is my original go-to, as you saw in the previous video and just on the wall on the board just now. It's just a really simple option. Everyone does it, but obviously we're adding in the purpose, progress, peace motto or motif that I like to use as like a life guide. So there's a plain block black option. So that's A. B, this was one that I really liked when I did it about 2 months ago, but when it comes to kind of creative design and making products, like your viewpoint, and it changes so quickly. So this was locked in. I'm now unsure about it, hence you can see the two down here. So this is a block blur. So this is basically a pattern that I've taken and made and then blurred out certain parts of it to kind of give that feeling of speed and dynamism, but also that kind of mental aspect of we're blurring the boundaries between mental health and high performance. And this is what this first collection is all about. So there's a block blur option. And then C, so these two are very recent additions to what is the design style. This digital liquid, this number C, the letter C option, was a piece that I did, actually I'll drag it up now, where I was just messing around in Illustrator and in Photoshop, and just working out how to make this kind of, this idea of liquid, of serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, the biochemicals that float around in our brain, and bringing that to life on an elite marathon vest. So this digital liquid format is basically me designing something, a material, a shape, a color, to kind of tell the story for the product. So this is option C. I'm leaning this way personally, but I need your vote to see how this particularly lands as one of the options. And then D, a digital blur. So this is a digital product, a digital image that I've again made myself, and then taken the blur route, rather than on the digital liquid side is a very clearer look. On the left hand side, the digital blur is again a more softer, easier to kind of to print image in some ways, but retains the onwards motif. So this is option D, digital blur. Now this doesn't have to be the final exact design, I will say that. These are just the 4 styles, I guess I'll call them, of designing this kind of elite marathon top. So yeah, a vote in the comments would be amazing, A, B, C or D. I will show you what 2 of the products look like as a set. So on the left here, in my eyes, in my vision, you have the digital liquid, the black half tights, and then probably the rainbow spectrum sunnies. And then you obviously have that kind of, will be like a black or grey digital blur with the lighter half tights and then the blue SOLA. So they're two separate looks, collections moving forward. And that's how I'm envisioning the marathon vest. But yeah, I need your vote. So, and then I can go away and take your vote and do some more designs and kind of work out what I want to nail down for the first sample. I'll probably have to design two, one black, one more black colour, one of A of C or one of B of D, that style. There'll be a black version and like a greyer, more colourful version. I will do both as part of the collection. I just need your help. So vote A, B, C or D. Check it in the comments, let me know why, it would be really helpful. And yeah, that's just it for now. So I am really warm, so I'm probably going to go for a swim in the pool and then have some water and just hop back into doing some of the ad work I've been doing before this afternoon for the football side of the company. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to showing you more of this moving forward. I realise that it's not a huge part of the core videos at the moment, but just building in the products and the samples moving forward, and my process and talking about the mood board and vision will come with time. So yeah, throw in your vote and I'll catch you in the next one.